Hi, welcome. Welcome to your reading, Pisces. Let's see what the Holy Spirit has for you. Holy Spirit, archangels, what messages do you have for Pisces at this time? This is a timeless reading. I am filming it on, what is today? March 2nd, 2026. Oh, we have a bunch of jumpers. But this can be, or it can resonate with you whenever it comes across your timeline. It is your message regardless. So we have two that came out. We have illusion and intuition. You may be questioning your intuition. You may be looking at things as, is this illusion? Is this intuition? I don't know why I'm getting 1111. Maybe because we have ILL and then I, whatever. But I feel like I'm getting this feeling that if some kind of feeling comes that you're not sure if it's intuitive or an illusion, if it is striking any fear within you or a need to protect, that is your first clue that it's most likely not your intuition. Your intuition is not alerting you to dangers. Your intuition, and this is my understanding of it, your intuition is going to give you intuitive hits on the right things or the things that are carrying you on your highest path. Other things that come up as fear or red flags is not so much your intuition, because your intuition is always trying to send out the signals toward your right path, not trying to dictate what you walk away from or what you need to run from, fight or flight response. That's just what I'm getting. At the bottom of the deck, we have sound. Sound the alarm. That's what I'm getting here. I do want to read a little bit from each of these just to see if there's something more detailed that Spirit, and I'm getting Archangel Michael here. It's about, I feel like you're going through trying to really almost like confirm your reality or what is true and what is not, because there is a lot of confusion just in the collective, in the world. There's a lot of disinformation. There's a lot of opinion being stated as fact. So coming back to yourself, this is where you're working on your discernment, where you're working on aligning yourself to what is true, what is reality. And I said in a couple readings ago, like it came out, reality is in the eye of the beholder. But is it? Reality, we would think, is one factual, objective place. But because we're all going through our own experiences, I don't know that we can say that that there is one reality, obviously. All right, let's see what illusion says here. It's number 15, which equates to the devil card in tarot, but it doesn't have to be. Appearances are not what they seem. You need more information. So that is what this illusion is. And it does show someone that's like trying to find their way, but it's almost like, this house of mirrors and staircases leading nowhere. And it says there are no dead ends in a labyrinth. It appears as if you are continuously going around in a circle. Labyrinths are temples that insist on uncovering the truth, bringing enlightenment of spirit and consciousness. From a distorted reality, one is never truly lost within it. Within the labyrinth, we find our own internal compass to lead us in the right direction, awakening and unifying our spirit within the cosmos. So when you're stuck in a labyrinth or in an illusion, then there are things that are trying to distract you that may not be your intuition. So less on trying to worry about what is intuition and what is not, and focusing on how to strengthen your intuition and understand and recognize the voice of your intuition. Let's see what intuition says. Look beyond the surface, listen carefully to your inner voice. The third eye is located in the center of your forehead between your eyebrows. Understanding your needs can be difficult if you spend too much time listening to others and not listening to yourself. The third eye forms a bridge between your mind, body, and spirit. Everyone has the potential to utilize the power of their third eye. Awakening and strengthening the third eye increases clarity, intuition, and concentration. Intuition can be strengthened by listening to your feelings and your body's messages. So this is like your emotional feeling, not necessarily the like adrenaline or ego kicking in with that fight or flight response. I don't think that's your intuition. That's your ego playing back memories and trying to protect you. And sometimes it's not that simple, right? There is an affirmation here about the intuition. By the way, this is card number 17, which equates to the star card, so that's significant. I am able to see clearly and accurately through divine assistance. So yes, understanding that also intuition is the way that the Holy Spirit, that the archangels, that God is speaking to you and through you. But it's drawing also on that inner knowledge, your higher self, your inner wisdom, your own lessons that you've learned through this life and many past lives. Also, sometimes our intuition is guiding us in a direction, and we may look back years later and say, oh, my intuition led me astray. No, your intuition led you exactly where God wanted you to go, because there was a purpose for you to go in a certain direction. Even if it seems like it didn't pan out right. So with this sound thing, I feel like the sound is also about what you speak and about what you hear, being mindful of those things. Because that is a direct extension of your inner wisdom, of your inner voice. I don't know exactly what that means. So let's get one of these spirit animal oracles for Pisces. Happy birthday, Pisces. What else do you have? Show me clearly. Clear messages, please. Show me clearly. Okay, we're going to take this one. Oh, there's two here. Brown bear spirit, take time out. So I'm getting with this intuition and your third eye, there may be an activation possible through rest and rejuvenation and hibernation. I just did a reading yesterday on my other channel that is talking about, that coming out of hibernation. So we have the brown bear spirit, and then we also have hummingbird spirit, be here now. And we have number 34 and 9. You could be 34 years old. March 4th could be your birthday. April 3rd could be your birthday. Doesn't have to be. It's just a little synchronicity. The 9 card, with this being brown bear spirit, brings me to the Hermit in tarot. So there has been a timeout that you've been through, and you're coming out of that now. It's saying be present now. And there may be something significant about March 4th. That's actually my birthday. All right, let's get one more animal oracle. Okay, we have this one here, and this one came out yesterday too. The Swan Spirit, time for a deep dive. So it's both, right? Maybe it's about taking that time to do more inner work, working on clearing your third eye chakra. But there's something here where you have been definitely trying to kind of put things in an either or bucket. Is this intuition? Is this illusion? What is real? But this swan, the swan represents so many things. The swan, is the ending of the story of the ugly duckling. So you could be coming into something very precious and beautiful by taking this deep dive. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Lizard Spirit, number 38. You could be a March 8th baby. Lizard Spirit, dream the world into being. So definitely paying attention to your dreams at this time and recognizing the things in your dreams are significant, but they are in a different realm. They are happening in a different realm. So the interpretation and the discernment is a sensitive thing, if that makes sense. Let's get some of these cards. Are called the Soul Symphony card deck. They're a little bit about that deep dive, I think. I haven't used them much. Holy Spirit, what do we have? What else do you have for Pisces? For the birthday babies. Okay, we're going to take these two. And we have secrets, exposure, being judged, hiding truth. You may have felt that there is secrets, something being hidden from you, and you don't know if that's an illusion, if it's paranoia, or if it's your intuition. Or you could be hiding a truth. And this deep dive could reveal that to yourself. You could be hiding a truth from yourself that is subconscious, that needs to be acknowledged and brought out. But you could also be being secretive or holding back from a situation, a person, or a situation that you are facing right now. We also have gift, date, letting you know, surprise, thinking of you. Yeah, I feel like there's something in your subconscious, in this shadow work that you might have been doing, in this hibernation mode you might have been in. There's a gift that you're bringing with you when you come out of that. That's what I'm getting here. For sure. All right, let's get one more. And we have unsatisfied, bare minimum, reciprocation, losing interest. I feel like there is something that you may be holding back from someone else because you feel like they may not accept that about you. You may be still trying to live under a certain mask. And there's really something to be said here about this gift. You are a gift. Your uniqueness is what is necessary for your happiness. It needs to be revealed in a way. You don't have to tell it to the whole world, but if you're trying to have a deep heart connection with someone, if you're trying to have a deep heart connection with a goal, if you're not honest and authentic with yourself, it's not going to bring you the fulfillment. Even if you achieve it, it's not going to be in your highest good, right? It's almost like ill-gotten gains. The bottom of the deck is fired up, furious with rage, building up emotions, overwhelming thoughts, very angry. So this could be a very specific situation, but I feel like this is just a lot of what's going on in the world. And I feel like if you are being triggered to that point, on anything personal or within your community, within your world, really look at why is that triggering you? Why are you so passionate about it? So that you can feel resolute and determined by why you believe what you believe. And I got this in a reading a couple readings ago, was you can really stand up for what you believe. But why do you believe what you believe? It's not about defending it to anybody else. It's just going to be the thing that fuels you properly, guides you in the right direction, because you are firm on what you believe. And as spiritual awakenings happen, because we go through many, you could even say constantly, our beliefs evolve, change, become shaped differently So what we may have believed, you know, last year may not be what we believe now. So as far as stirring up passion for a cause, passion for a goal you're trying to achieve, your beliefs are all the foundation of that. So if your foundation is solid, you know why you believe it, you have the faith and the proof within your heart, then that's what's going to carry you and motivate you and like draw you towards the things that are going to make that happen or bring about that connection, whatever the case is. All right, let's go with tarot now. This wanted to come out right away, the Six of Pentacles. So the Six of Pentacles is, you know, I like to usually say that the Six of Pentacles is about you. What you put out is what you receive back. And that I would love to say is true, but it's not quite as simple as that. Because you can give and give and give to a situation with all your heart, and that doesn't mean you're going to get that back from a person, from a job, from a family member, whatever it is. If it's a relationship, if it's an investment, that's not always the case. But being in harmony with that. Why are you giving? What do you believe about the situation? What do you hope to gain? We are not, as humans, we are not very selfless when it really comes down to it. We're always hoping for something, even if it's giving a gift so that we can feel that feeling of watching someone react to receiving a blessing from us, something like that. So being really mindful of what you're putting out into the universe and what you're receiving back. But this could be a gift being given to you by someone. This could be just getting your health in balance, putting in effort. Oh, I just lost my ring. It went flying off my finger. Interesting. I don't even know where it went. I'll have to find it later. Yeah, that threw me off. What throws you out of balance? You know, what can come at you out of nowhere that throws you off balance? And when you're in that solid foundation of what you believe, you can't so easily be thrown off your balance, right? All right, what else do we have? What's the current energy here for Pisces? And I got this card, which is just an extra card in that deck. It's not even really supposed to be part of the deck, but it says unlock the sacred mysteries of tarot. So there's something about divination here. There's something about something sacred, a secret here, something being revealed to you through divination. This could be doing divination yourself, maybe getting a tarot reading or any type of spiritual coaching. There could be something to that, but let's get another card for that. I feel like that just wanted to come out. And we have the Knight of Swords. So this could be, yeah, you know, the Knight of Swords is definitely all in on what they believe. But sometimes they can react very quickly and not necessarily have the full picture before they are reacting and causing drama based on what they believe to be true. But again, is reality in the eye of the beholder? Do you know for a fact what you're saying, what this conversation is about is true? It's maybe something that you are trying to evaluate or understand before you go taking action. What is the challenge here for Pisces? And we have Justice. Yeah, balance. Weighing things. What is true? What is not true? Who decides what is true and what is not true? Is reality in the eye of the beholder? This is in the challenge position. It's not in a good standing. It's like having justice turned upside down. Do we think that the situation is being handled justly? We will clarify that. What is the advice from Spirit here? And we have the Ten of Pentacles. So I feel like this is saying, like, you know, what do you physically see? What are you physically building? Is that's where your focus needs to be at this time while you're going through this transformation in your third eye? It's like almost like creating the proof of, or the motivation to have faith in what you are believing, what you are manifesting. It's like focusing on building your legacy, the goals that you have set, and what has working towards this goal proven to you. For others of you, there is money coming in here. You may be looking at where you may be at this stage of 10 of Pentacles and still feel unsatisfied. There's a reason for that, because what you thought would be fulfilling for you has turned out not to be. What's the outcome here? And we have the World. So the World, looking at this, it's like resting after finally reaching the goal successfully, closing out a chapter. This could be travel. This could be the need for like travel, or need for a vacation, and traveling and being able to finally rest in knowing that you've accomplished what you set out to, and being able to kind of gather yourself up for the next step of the new journey. This is all about endings and new beginnings, but it's in the positive. It's not like something was taken away from you to end the situation, whatever it is here for you. So as this reading, I feel like this is a long time coming, but it's really talking about this present moment now. It's not talking about, this is not like necessarily a birthday reading where we're talking about what's going to happen over the next year. I feel like this is really talking about in this moment. And that could be how you're going to have to approach or change your approach during this time, is really being present and seeing what life is bringing towards you, and not being so reactive, but understanding what is for you and what is not for you. Let's go ahead and let me shuffle a little and we will clarify. Holy Spirit, Archangel Michael, Archangel, I'm getting Archangel Gabriel. Clarify the Six of Pentacles for the recent past. What is this about? And we have the Lovers. Are you in that reciprocated kind of love? Is there balance? Obviously, the Lovers to me is about a card of harmony. So sometimes it's like, you know, picking up for your partner when they're low, and you know, also them doing the same for you. So sometimes there is a little more give, but later on there might be a little more take, you know, but always striving to be in harmony and supporting each other. It doesn't have to be a relationship, but it is something about what you're connected to, what you're giving of that, and what you're hoping to accomplish by giving that. Is this become transactional? That's what I'm getting here. Let's clarify this Knight of Swords. Show me clearly that present energy, Knight of Swords for Pisces. And we have the Sun. Yeah, getting clear on what is true. Clarity, true clarity before taking action. What will bring you joy? What will bring you victory, success, clarity, understanding, confidence, strength. That's what I'm getting with that Sun energy here. Clarify this Justice in the challenge position. Why is Justice in the challenge position? What is the challenge? And we have the Page of Wands. So this could be news coming in, good news. Well, what is good news? It's in the challenge position. So maybe there's a message trying to get to you that could definitely affect the situation. Page of Wands, Page of Wands. You may be offered some type of new beginning or a chance to go on an adventure. And this is a challenge for you. Why? Because you're feeling out of balance, or like you're not sure what is illusion and what is real right now. What is this Ten of Pentacles as advice? And we have the King of Pentacles. Are you in charge of your own destiny, of your own goals, of what makes you happy, of what is bringing you fulfillment? Are you allowing things other than material things to prove to you that magic is real? That's what I'm getting. Where is the magic here if we are only looking at what is real? But I see that, you know, we're also dealing with trying to sort things into illusion and reality. And I don't know that it's about what are you creating? You're creating your own reality. This is the master of manifestation, of business, of building a legacy, right? And that's, you know, he's in the driver's seat, right? Doesn't matter gender, but in this picture, the King of Pentacles, he's got experience, he's got age, wisdom, you know, he's been through some things and he knows what works. And he's driving the boat. He is the captain of his ship. Okay. Tell me more about this World card as the outcome. And we have the Two of Wands. It's a choice. And it started with the Lovers here. It is a choice. It's a choice about, you know, what, if you look at it, she's contemplating, envisioning which direction she wants to take things. You can stay in the comfort of your current situation, or there you may be being called to take an adventure. We have this Page of Wands here, to take a different direction that may not be so comfortable. It may not have all these comforts of home. It may be a little bit unpredictable, but this is about ultimately being in your present moment, but taking yourself to where you can experience new things if you're trying to get new things to happen. If you're in this unsatisfied state, it's because you're looking for things in the same places that you've always looked for them. And if they weren't there before, they're not going to suddenly appear. You have to move yourself into a different environment, a different location, a different state of mind. The bottom of the deck we have is the Seven of Wands, and there may be a little bit difficulty in stepping out on your own in this situation, but it's like Spirit is saying bridges will form for you. You will be able to handle bigger things than you could imagine. Even though things may come up against you, you can still make it happen with Spirit, with God, with the angels guiding and helping you towards staying on track, staying in your purpose, staying on the path of your highest good. All right, interesting. So I was thinking of doing a little of the story dice I have in here, and just seeing what comes out, if there's anything else that Spirit wants to bring about. I'm just actually going to have to move these cards so you can see the dice a little bit more clearly, which is probably a mistake moving all this, but let's go for it. Let's see. I haven't really used I don't think I've used the dice on camera. I've used them for other personal readings. Well, let's see here. What else do we have? Okay, and we have this ladder. We have a ladder. I don't know if it's focusing. We have what looks like a mountain or a desert. Kind of looks like a desert, but a mountain in the desert. I hope this is focusing. And we have the money bag. Wow. So I feel like there's opportunities for you to, this ladder's coming out as a bridge to me, but there is something about having an opportunity to build something, to go to newer heights. There will be challenges, but on the other side of that is abundance. It could be abundance of health, money, more opportunities, more connection in your relationships, whatever is going to grow you and keep you growing, keeping you in that state of growing. What else do we have? Okay, we have, let's do them in order here. Well, we have like the backpack. I'm getting backpack. Sorry. Dora. And then I saw this as a tent, but then when I look closer, it's a helmet, like a Viking helmet. And there's like a castle in the background. So, wow, yeah, this could definitely be like taking a trip, or what are you carrying on you? But, yeah, literally it could be like taking a trip and maybe going somewhere with Viking history. Doesn't have to be. And then we have this one. I'm not sure if it's focusing properly, but kind of like looking down on someone, or looking at, could be looking up to somebody. But I'm getting like, what are you carrying with you? You're trying to go through this bridge or this ladder, like taking steps, but what is on your back? What are you carrying with you? A lot of burdens could be on your back that are unnecessary to take with you. Not everything has to come with you on this adventure. Even if it's not traveling somewhere, your new perspective, there's things that you need to let go of. I do have, this is going to be like, this is the center here, this helmet, this protection. You do have protection, but you also have to allow yourself to be vulnerable to really fully experience and connect to new things. This idea that you're looking up to someone or someone is looking down on you, either way, it's like, how can you get on level ground where you see other people, other situations as not being bigger than you or smaller than you. They are just maybe separate from you. What else do we have? Okay, we have the tree. So this could be talking about family, about health, about just generally being outdoors. And we have a watch, I think, or clock. Trying to see. I think it's like this way, I'm guessing. So I feel like, you know, timing, natural timing, tree time. Well, you know, trees grow very, very slowly over a very long period of time. But you could have been waiting and feeling rooted, and now's the time for what? We have these like winter gloves or whatever. They look like little sweater gloves or whatever. So are you willing to get your hands dirty? Is it time to take off the gloves? What are we getting here? This could mean anything, but I feel like there's something about divine timing, allowing yourself to be vulnerable, understanding that your protection is coming spiritually through angels being surrounding you. Holy Spirit, God is telling you you're protected. That's at the center of all of this. And timing, I feel like it's also saying that divine timing, like you're not necessarily going to determine the time. God and the angels are determining this time for you. I'm going to get one more. Let's see if we can just get one more. And we have the mushroom. Yeah, seeing the magic in the situation. There could definitely be something about, you know, plant medicine, but I'm getting like seeing the magic of the situation. That's what I'm getting, the magic of the situation. Yeah. That's what I have for you, Pisces. Again, happy birthday. Thank you so much for watching. I am going to put this as a collaboration with my other channel, Love Tide Tarot. I will put the link in the description box if you are interested in collective readings where we're talking about choosing love over hate and actually not love over hate, love over fear. I apologize. And I'd love to see you over there. Subscribe and interact with us over there. Thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it. And remember, the universe has your back, and so do I. Take care.